I have one big question for you before we kick this video off today. If AI is answering all the questions, how are you and I supposed to know who is reading the answers? Well, that's not theoretical. And this week, it was just announced that Google's AI mode is live in your data. So if you go into your Google console, you are going to see your clicks, your impressions, your positions. Well, that might sound like good news, but there's a catch, because this data is not separated from everything else. So while your traffic might go up, your understanding of why that's happening is going to be clouded. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the AI for Everyone Daily Brief.
So what happened? Well, Google Search Console now includes AI mode data in your performance reports. So this sounds pretty good, right? And according to their official Google documentation, any result that shows up in these AI features are going to be reported within the web search type. So let me share with you a few of these things that are documented. If your content appears inside an AI-generated response, that counts as an impression. If someone clicks your link from AI mode, that counts as a click. The entire AI overview is treated as a single search result, and all links within it are assigned the same position. Also, when a user asks a follow-up question, Google logs it as a new search with new metrics. So very interesting. Why it matters. Well, this is a very historic moment. This is the first time that AI-generated content has been treated as a search result. But unfortunately, you can't isolate it. So you don't know what's coming between AI mode and a traditional listing. That means we are getting traffic without context. So if our click-through rate drops, we don't fully understand why that might be happening. Now, if your content's not built for this new layer of visibility, you are going to fall behind. But the challenge with even me saying that out loud is that Google is not sending us any type of memo or any real idea of how to build for this. To be fair, maybe they don't really know how to they don't know. It's all evolving so quickly, right? This is the Wild West. So we have to stay on top of it as much as we can. We need to experiment. We need to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to be everywhere all the time with good quality content that fits our brand and our messaging. Now, I know a lot of you out there are going to take the lazy way out. You're going to cheat. You're going to use AI tools to flood the web with really crappy content. Sorry, that's what it is. It's very generic, crappy content. And while that might work in the short term, because we've seen trends like this before, we used to stuff keywords and do things like that, it's not going to be worth it in the long run, because eventually Google will, like they did before, start blacklisting websites and doing things like that. So unless your goal as a company is a very short-term money grab, maybe you want to do it then. I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying maybe that's going to be your strategy. But if you're working for anybody local, anybody legitimate, anybody with a reputation, you want to make sure that you're doing everything on the up and up, and that you're using white hat tactics, and you're doing the best job you can for your company or for your clients. How this impacts you. Well, if you lead a marketing team, if you manage SEO, if you're in charge of reporting on your performance, this matters as of right now. So you might already be showing up in AI mode, but without strong copy, without context, your links, they might be ignored. And if you don't adjust your content strategy, if you are not working on figuring out a better way to report, your data is going to potentially mislead you here. The numbers will rise, but the impact won't. And this isn't just about being ranked anymore. This is about being clear. It's about being visible. It's about being trusted in a space that you can no longer feel confident that you can accurately track. So here are 3 things that you can do right now. The first thing that I want you to do is take a look at your top content and refresh it for AI visibility. What I mean by that is lead with answers. That's what AI is doing. It's answering questions. So make sure that your content is leading with those answers. Use smart headings and make sure that every word counts. Tip number 2, rethink how you define SEO success. The old way was all about get clicks, rank high, hope they read. The new way is get parsed, get quoted, be chosen. I think here's the fundamental difference right now that we need to understand, that AI doesn't click. It scans, it summarizes. It just brings up what it deems is useful for the person that's asking the question. So now we are not writing for the reader. We're not trying to seduce anybody here. We are actually writing to train the LLM. Think about that. We are actually writing to train the LLM to use our answer as the best one, to make sure that our content gets in there. So our content needs to train the model. We've got to start thinking with that mindset, because you're fighting for position in that AI answer box, right? This isn't just page 1 of Google now. This is right there in that little bitty answer box. And if your content isn't structured, if it's not direct, if it's just some generic nonsense that doesn't really fit the bill, it's not going to get scanned. It's not going to get summarized. It's not going to get put into that answer box. So, I wish I had more for you, because again, this is going to be very challenging. But the new KPIs are, did AI quote you? Did it summarize your point accurately? Did it drive a human to act after that? Now, here's the good news. If you do get put into the answer and somebody does click through, they're going to be much farther along in the funnel, and the odds of them signing up or buying your product are going to be much higher. That click is going to count for a lot more. But this is zero-click marketing. I guess maybe that's the new trendy term we could use, because you're not chasing eyeballs anymore. You are training a machine to trust you. And tip number 3, start a swipe file for AI mode. The old world, SEO was all about keywords. In the new world, this is all about patterns. It's all about the patterns that the model prefers. And if you're not studying what the AI is pulling from and how they're pulling it, you are going to be just left guessing in your SEO strategy here. So here's what to do. Number 1, track what shows up in AI overview. Go in there and start asking it questions that are relevant to your business, what your customers would ask. Use those keywords, put all that stuff in there, and then take note of the answers it's giving and where it's pulling all of that from. Then go visit those websites, screenshot those results so you know what's happening, what sites are getting quoted, and what kind of language is getting lifted and put into that answer box. Number 2, here's what I want you to do. I want you to study the structure of that content. What is the structure? Is it lists? Is it questions? Is it short paragraphs? What does that look like? And then number 3 is put all of that into a swipe file so you can start looking at this, reverse engineer what's going on, and see what's getting chosen by the machine. Try to understand what's happening here, because if you want to win in AI mode, you need to train like an algorithm. Let me say that again. If you want to win in AI mode, you need to train like an algorithm. And this is going to allow you to stop reacting and start predicting. And that puts you in a much better position for success. Oh, and one more thing. AI is not going to kill the traffic to your website. It's not going to kill SEO entirely, but it is going to expose the lazy. All those bloated intros, keyword stuffing, clickbait titles, dead weight. The new era is going to be simple. Be useful, be structured, be quotable, or be invisible. But unfortunately, most teams won't change. They'll keep writing for clicks until AI writes them off. Don't be most teams. Start writing for the machines and humans today. And that concludes our time together. If you found value in this video, please hit that subscribe button, like button, leave a comment, get in the conversation. I would love to hear from you. Well, my name is Harrison Painter. This has been the AI Daily Brief. And until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and most importantly, keep up. God bless.
Thanks for listening. I'm glad you stayed. One more spark for the plans you've made. If this show hit, go share the vibe. Like, subscribe, let's build this tribe. Been blazing trails, now I'm building new. Launch ready's live, and the work is true. No hype, no bull, no vaporware. Just real results and a voice that cares.